Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I just wanted to jump on live real quick to let you know that today is Ignite Day. Today is the day where I have the opportunity of helping you ignite your faith as an educator. Tonight's event, or I like to call it more of an experience, is specifically for my friends in education who are believers who want to live their faith in the time that they are in this time in the space where they are working as a teacher, a principal, or another kind of school leader, or at the district level. It doesn't matter, because right now is one of the most challenging times in education. Education was already challenging from the beginning with all of the pressures of state testing and students not where they should be academically according to certain standards, and all of the social emotional learning and differentiating with how kids learn and how they need to address the content and things of that nature. It was already challenging. Now, but here's the deal. Ever since the pandemic, school districts had to adjust quickly to shutdowns. Some kids didn't even have access to internet. And then we had to deal with how to keep them engaged while teaching virtually, and try to employ the flipped classroom model without the hands-on approach. So all of those things happened. And now when we thought it was over and there was some light, now we see more changes, more mandates, increased pressure as school resumes. Now, if you're here in the Ohio area, school is already resumed, but some places haven't started yet. But there's more pressure. There's more stress. There are more demands. Some teachers are ready to quit. Some principals are ready to quit. Some educators are ready to quit. And some have quit. Now, I would tell you, some were reassigned to do other things, which is good. But there were some who were just ready to quit, period, saying enough is enough. And so tonight is all about encouraging you not to quit, because the students need you. Now, let me read you this scripture. And this will put what I'm saying in context, and also will set the stage for tonight. In Proverbs chapter 21, verse 10, it says this from the New King James Version: if you faint in the day of adversity, your strength is small. Today in education is that day of adversity. It's a day of challenge, but also it's a day of great opportunity. This is a time like no other when education can be transformed and reformed. A lot of people have been talking about educational reform for years, but now is the critical moment where we can make it happen and accelerate that reform. But it says, if we faint in the day of adversity, our strength is small. That word faint is talking about getting tired, losing heart, becoming discouraged, and backing off of our assignment as educators. If we lose heart, if we get tired of doing what we're doing, if we back off of our assignment as an educator during this time, it can be detrimental to the students we serve, to our co-workers, and if you're a school leadership, to the people you serve in your leadership. But here's what it says in Galatians 6 and 9. It says, let us not grow weary in well-doing or while doing good. Let us not grow weary while doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not lose heart. This is not the time to lose heart. This is not the time to lose strength. This is not the time to get tired of doing good, to get tired of serving our co-workers, serving the teachers we lead, serving the students and their families. It's not the time to get tired of teaching and educating and loving on students, because they need us to be full of energy, full of hope, full of life, full of compassion as we love on them and teach them the content. They need us to be full of patience, full of endurance, because they have endured a lot as well, just like we have. So it is not the time to back up. It's the time to be ignited and to push forward, to make sure that we maximize the instructional time that we have with the kids. It's time to stay focused on our assignment of educating. It's time to stay focused on giving the kids what they need. And so tonight is about igniting your passion, reigniting your faith, and allowing you to get your focus and to stay focused this year on the assignment of educating. Now, you are in the public school system or the charter school for a reason. You didn't choose to teach in a private school or anything like that. You're in public school to make a difference. And with all of the challenges that are going on, with the increased pressure, with the day of adversity being upon us as educators, this is our defining moment and our greatest opportunity to demonstrate the love of God, the peace of God, and be the beacon of hope and light to everyone we come in contact with. This is not about handing out tracts or putting a Bible on your desk or preaching to anybody. It's about living your faith, speaking up and advocating for the students' needs, and doing it with passion and strength. And so tonight we're going to ignite your faith. We're going to ignite you to live your faith as you educate students with passion. I want to read one more thing to you. Let me grab my Bible. Because just as I was talking, this passage came to mind, and so I want to read it to you as we prepare for tonight, because it's going to be a life-changing and a powerful and an igniting experience. Here it is. Isaiah 60 verse 1. I'm reading this from the New American Standard. It says, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord has risen upon you. For behold, or look, darkness will cover the earth, and deep darkness the people. But the Lord will rise upon you, and his glory will appear upon you. Nations will come to your light, and kings to the brightness of your rising." This is a time where this day of adversity, everything looks dark, everything looks bleak, all of this insurmountable pressures being put upon us as educators. But the glory of the Lord has risen upon you so that people can come to the light that God has put on you to be the beacon of hope, the beacon of love, and the one who can help people stay in a place of peace as we educate, not worrying about learning loss or in times lost, but being focused on the instructional moments we have now. All right, so that's all I wanted to share. I want you to, if you have not registered for the event, I want you to register. JamalMaxon.org/IgniteFaithEDU. I want you to register so that you can get the companion guide that's going to come along with tonight's experience. It'll be emailed after tonight. I'm telling you, we have a lot of speakers who are believers, full of faith, but also people who engage in the realm of education. I'll be speaking. You know, I'm a former principal, a person of faith. My wife will be speaking. She's a former teacher, former principal as well, a person of faith. I know someone else, Nina Neal, will be speaking. She is a community member, a parent, a person of faith. My pastor will be speaking, a person of faith. He's consulted school boards on diversity and equity, and has been a consultant and as well as mentor and confidant to superintendents. So we're going to speak and pour into you tonight so you can stay focused on your assignment and not get distracted by all the things that are going on, and not let it overwhelm you. Because if you are not weary, if you stay strong by drawing on God's strength, you'll see the harvest. Just like I told you, this is that time of adversity, but this is also that due season where we see the harvest from doing good, loving on people, being a beacon of hope, being the beacon of peace. So join me tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern time. I'll be going live I'll be going live in the event page on LinkedIn. I'll be going live on YouTube, live audio on Clubhouse, live on Facebook. But you want to make sure you register so you can get the companion guide and the notes and other sources of encouragement that's going to come from tonight. All right, so I will see you then, 6 p.m. Eastern. You don't want to miss it. We're going to ignite your faith so that you can be the person of influence and have the impact that God has called you to have as a person assigned to education. All right, bye-bye.